Human Music Podcast.
How are you scheduling your time now, Evan? Is it difficult like getting that mental separation between
It
life?
is difficult for sure.
That's a big beast to handle actually. I always thought that'd be the dream. That's like a big thing.
Dude, you couldn't be more nail on the head with that. When you have the ability to schedule all of your time in a way that you think is productive, then you're like, okay, so what will actually be the most beneficial? There's probably, roughly a 9 to 5 workday, Monday through Friday, of things that are scheduled to take care of mixing, this email response, this thing that I need to do for the dojo, track feedback, blah, 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 lessons, all of that. And then, you still feel like, regardless of how I've chopped it up for the past 3 months while I've had the ability to schedule my time any way that I want, you still get to the end of the week and you're like, I don't think I did it very well.
Yeah.
And like, so there'll still be like, it's no different. Like, I'll still look at a calendar with my now wife and be like, this day I'm going to do music all day. And like, similar thing, like don't expect me to hang out and watch Netflix on this day, because it's just going to be music. I'm probably going to be done at 4 a.m. in all likelihood. Even with that in mind, like, you still never really feel like you've done it quite right. And it's interesting because I've, now that music is a full-time thing, I mean, it's not like I'm making full-time income from it even close yet, but the ability to schedule music as my priority in every shape and form, now almost like the expectation is that, like, no, you should have weekends for us now because you can do that anytime. And it's like, but now on a weekday, it doesn't always make sense to stay up until 4 a.m. Like, if I want to make like 2 writing days a month and it's like the second and fourth Thursday, then that Friday is almost a write-off because I stayed up until 4 a.m. And then on Saturday, when we're like doing a bunch of other stuff, my brain is like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Saturday. This is a Saturday. You're not, dude, you're like going for walks and like hanging out and doing jack shit when you could be like writing music all day.
Feel that
So I honestly, I hope to, in maybe a few months from now, have an answer for you on what the best way to divide my time has been, but I still don't have it. It's really quite tough.
It's honestly really, really chill that you found a good woman to stand by you, man, because not a lot are gonna put up with that either.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah, it is quite like, when you really like take a step back and look at it, it is nerdy as fuck, our lifestyle, and it's so like self-isolated.
It's so insular, and like there's so many ways that you could look at it that would just be purely self-indulgent. Like, and to have someone that understands that, like, it's really not like that. It's really purely from the love of doing it that makes it so these things need to happen in this way.
Yeah.
Really hard to communicate that to someone. And which is why, like, for anyone, it's always, I try to teach, like, if you're trying to get a whole day for music, like, you can't just be like, on Thursday, yeah, this Saturday I'm doing music all day. That shit doesn't work for anyone. Like, you gotta like really look ahead at the calendar and be like, this Saturday, and like remind that person. But I couldn't agree with you more. I'm extremely lucky to have found someone that believes in this enough, that thinks I can make it happen, and therefore wants to support me in making it happen, and B, is okay with the like drastic shifts of how I approach these kinds of things. And like we just had a conversation today where we were talking about like sleep schedules of different people, and like I'm definitely the night owl type between like 11 and 3 to 4 a.m. Like, I have a second wind that's like productivity. Like, I just had a cup of coffee, and like I never tap into that. And she's like, you should really experiment with your sleep schedule to see, like, you know, maybe 2 days a week or something, like that works. Like, I've always wanted to do that, but like, you know, I'm more conscious of the fact that like I want to hang out with you after dinner, and I don't want to like ignore our relationship to do that kind of thing. And yeah, so
Totally.
I not to gush too much about her, but
No.
yeah, she's fucking cool.
I really feel you on that 11 to 4 a.m. time window, man. Like, the world gets so quiet. The phone stops buzzing with text. The people in your house went to sleep.
Yep.
Nobody else. And then it's just like pure, you know, the sun is even down. So you look out the window. I don't really have any in here. That's the vocal booth. That's now currently the emergency food storage and guitars that need to be restrung. But you know, you look outside, it's dark. There's no reason to go out there. You're like, oh man, like if I sit down to write a song in this room during the daytime, it can be tough for me because I just want to take a nap when I sit in the dark in the day. But when I sit in this room at night, I can go all night. I was up till like 5:30 last night. I was gonna go to bed at 3. I went and I brushed my teeth and I walked back into the room and I thought, oh, but I could do this right now. Next thing I know, it's 5:30 and I'm like, okay, no, for real, I actually did say I would do like a half day of work tomorrow. I actually am gonna go to sleep now.
Yeah, totally.
And I laid in bed thinking about music shit for another 45 minutes before I actually passed out.
I like it.